Kulima Care Family Services is dedicated to providing foster families with the support that they need. Joining me to tell us more about the support Kulima provides is Dr. Antonio Thomas and Lynn Cunningham, who is a foster parent. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi.
Really great information that you're going to share with our viewers. So first, Lynn, let's start with you.
Yes.
Can you share some of the story of you becoming a foster parent?
Well, I started working at Kulima Care and about 3 years ago, and I just saw how much of a need there was when we heard some reports of kids sleeping in the L&M building. I think the greatest experience or the greatest motivation that I had for becoming a foster parent was the children coming into the office and seeing how loving they are, their capacity to love beyond their immediate family. And to embrace others. And so I was just really excited to get in there, do the training. I learned a lot. And now that I am a foster parent, I'm trying my best to apply all of those things in love each day.
Yeah,
So.
And when you were, like, before becoming a foster parent, did you kind of ever see that in your future at all? Like, what was that big calling for you?
I did want to, or considered becoming a foster parent before. I don't have any biological children of my own. And my mother was involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters, and my parents in ministry as a kid. And so I knew that there was a need. There's always a need. And so, yes, I considered it before. But actually going through the steps and to becoming a foster parent, it's been a fun journey.
And of course rewarding too. But
Yes.
what are some of those challenges families face in foster care?
I think the greatest challenge that we face is accepting that that child is coming from a totally different culture, environment, and that is not race. They might be the same race, they might be a different race, but they have a set of challenges that is new and unique to you, and they are becoming and evolving in the midst of this change. And so they're trying to adjust, and we're trying to adjust, and our expectations, I think, sometimes is the greatest hindrance for the child because they are just experiencing life. And so there is a need for parents that want to become foster parents to know that this child is not going to fit within your box. But if you allow yourself to open up that box and open up your heart, it could be a great match and a lifelong journey that child looks back and says, this person was heaven sent, was God sent for me. And so I think that's something that the foster parents have to remember.
Yeah, and that's where Kulima Care does come in. And so you've been in business for almost 10 years now. And so to see those stories come through every day. But tell us about that need for foster homes. It's very, very in need.
Absolutely. I want to commend Lynn because Lynn came on as an employee, and we did see the need where, you know, like I said, COVID hit, and we lost a lot of foster parents. One thing that we do enjoy at Kulima is that we have success rates of kids either returning or being adopted. But when that happens, most times, if a family adopts, they normally don't carry on doing foster care no more. So we actually lose that family. So that's what we've had a joy on of just seeing all of these adoptions happen and then these kids get adopted and then some to go home. But we had was in the office and we were talking about it and we just saw the need because we're just on the whole statewide we are a shortage of foster parents. And so Lynn kind of stepped in. She actually works and then she took it home and she has 4 boys in a home and then she does her job at Kulima well and she's not missed a beat and so we're just grateful for that. But I really wanted her to come with me because I felt like she was a great example of, you know, doing the work. As me and my wife, we did the same thing. Like we worked in the field, then we brought it home. But then when we started Kulima, we knew we couldn't foster anymore because we had the task of opening up more homes. So I say we went from 1 home to 50 homes. And so we're excited about that. But yes, the need is definitely great. We do need foster parents. We need quality foster parents that will really come on board and ones that would take teenagers. We have a high level of teenagers in our state that really needs homes. And if you really think about it, sometimes I ride down Boyertown Road and I see these kids and I know that they don't have homes. They're kind of homeless and they don't have a place to go. And so we need to be able to provide that solution for them and to help help the state because the state is just kind of overwhelmed. Yes, they do things and they may not do it all right, but they're doing what they need to do. And so we were kind of excited to bring Kulima and partner with the state and help them to provide a solution. But we get calls constantly in the middle of the night. We need homes, we need homes, we need homes. And I feel my heart feels very bad that I can't provide because I just don't have the homes.
Right.
But that's why we're here today.
Yes.
So anyone that is out here that would like to be a solution, I said that me and my wife are solutionists. That's what our friends call us.
Yeah.
They call us team solutionists. So we're here to provide a solution. So if anyone would like to provide that solution, or they could just be a part-time, they could do respite.
Yes.
And just be a part-time parent, or they could just come and just donate time, money, whatever that they have to really help us to push this forward. But that is the need. We want to take those kids and off the state and not have them sleeping in state buildings, but have them to actually sleep in a bed at night.
Yes, and have more success stories that we can talk about on Great Day Live. So again, how can people get in touch with you and your team?
They can definitely reach out to us at kulimacare.org, or they can simply call the office at 502-289-1022, and that's a good way to reach out to us. We do have an upcoming interest meeting June 17th.
Yes.
June 17th, and they can RSVP for that. Come and find out. We'll have a little snack, a little thing, and we'll do a little fun games, some door prizes, and do all of that. And so June 17th, they can come out and be a part of our interest meeting.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you.
Again, there is such a need. So if you are interested in becoming a foster parent, all you have to do is get in touch with their team at kulimacare.org.